Shields up, Ironbreakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Even though the footage that you're watching is not Sunbreak, this is actually base Monster Hunter Rise. That is because today I figured I would go ahead and farm out some of these special layered armors that I hadn't farmed out on Switch yet. This particular quest is related to the USJ layered armor. I mean, it's both the layered armor as well as the actual armor set. I don't know how many of you guys, stopped playing Rise before some of these quests came out, but now is actually the perfect time to knock some of these bad boys out of the park. In case you guys are curious, they actually have like a list on the official Monster Hunter Rise website where they tell you all of the rewards for all of the events and stuff in case you want to pick up some layered armor before Sunbreak comes out, because at the end of the day, actually crafting regular high rank armor is not going to be particularly useful, because once you get to G rank, you're going to be wanting to craft G rank armor, obviously. So the only thing really worth your time is going to be like layered armors and some such. And I'm basically wrapping up my Nintendo Switch save because I want to have 2 save files ready to go when Sunbreak comes out. My PC save file is pretty much good to go. My Nintendo Switch is actually missing a couple of stuff, even though I have more hours on Switch. I've been grinding a bunch of stuff on PC with my friends, so, it is what it is. I'm going to be doing 2 save files because I'm crazy like that, and I have friends that I want to play with on Switch and friends that I want to play with on PC. I really wish this game had crossplay. That would make things a whole lot easier for me, but that is not going to be the case. So we're going to have to be grinding on 2 separate systems, and that is indeed going to be a bit of a problem. But today, I wanted to just talk to you guys about the upcoming release of Sunbreak, because it is coming out next week. I'm curious to know how people are feeling about it, because obviously we did the live stream, and it seemed like a whole lot of people were excited about the developer live. It was not a live letter. It was actually the Capcom showcase where they showed us, some of the monsters that are going to be coming. And I know that some people haven't watched that yet, so I don't even want to talk about the specific monsters in this video, just in case people are doing media blackouts and happen to run into this video. But, we've seen some of the monsters that they're bringing out. I've seen some reactions from people, and it seems that a lot of you guys are actually really excited for some of the monsters that are being added into the roster. And I'm just curious, like, now that that event is come and gone, because, during the event, we're all super hyped up about the stuff that is being shown. But, after a while, people start, actually thinking about the things that we're seeing and actually considering, okay, so is this going to be worth me jumping into? Is it not? And I'm very curious to check the pulse on how you guys are feeling about it. Are you guys getting it? Are you guys getting it on Switch? Are you getting it on PC? Are you excited about what you've seen with the demo and stuff like that? Because I'll tell you right now, personally, I'm super pumped about the potential for Bullet Barrage, considering that I completely obliterated. Completely obliterated might be a little bit too much, because I did cart twice, but we did beat the advanced quest, right? And I thought that was pretty cool. I really liked what they're doing with Bullet Barrage, even though it does seem like it might eventually become the Gunlance might eventually become kind of like a one-trick pony. Even Chaos Slayer talked about this. But I'm still curious to see where it goes. Particularly, it's hard not to get inspired after you see Ryo just completely obliterate that quest in sub 6? No, it was sub 7. At least I think it was sub 7. I don't think it went faster than 6. And he's got like the #1 clear time on that quest, and that is pretty cool. But I'm very curious to hear from you guys, like, how do you feel about your weapons? How do you feel about the roster? How do you feel about everything that we know so far about Sunbreak? Let me know all of that stuff in the comment section down below. Now, I also wanted to bring attention to something else, and that is the way that we are going to be doing things. Now, I'm going to be live streaming the game, obviously, and I would really appreciate it if people don't bring up leaks whenever we're doing this. And I know that by me saying this, I'm probably going to be inviting people to show up and kind of spoil stuff, but it's just like, I had monsters spoiled for me while I was playing through Iceborne, and it was a little bit frustrating, right? We're all hanging out and chat and just appreciating the progression of the game, having a good time, reacting to the stuff as it is happening on screen. Somebody comes in, just blurts out the name of 2 of the monsters we hadn't really encountered yet, and that can be frustrating. Also, in case you come across leaks for Monster Hunter and stuff like that, that is stuff that I traditionally do not report on, because I believe that the team deserves a little bit more respect than that, so don't bother sending leaks my way, because I don't care. Now, beyond that, I also want to let you guys know that in the thumbnails of the videos that I put up, as you guys are most likely already aware, I will not be spoiling monsters so that people can take their time as they play through the game. You don't have to fear like suddenly coming up on YouTube and seeing one of my thumbnails and going like, oh man, I didn't know that monster was in the game, what the hell? That's not going to happen because I never do that and I avoid doing that, and you know, to keep things safe for everybody that wants to play at a slower pace, which by the way brings me to the next point of the video, and this is something that I talked about before Rise came out, but I always like to reiterate this whenever a big release comes out for a video game that I'm particularly interested in, and this is the importance of taking your time. And I know that some people see this almost like, oh, Rurikhan, stop preaching. I'm not preaching, dude. You play the game however you want. Like, listen, you want to burn through content and get to the end of the game super fast in order to build the best set that you possibly can for your weapon and start blowing up monsters left and right. You go right ahead and you do that, but my recommendation is, you know, take your time, smell the roses. And the reason why I always like bringing this up is because I feel that in the age of the internet and social interactions, everybody wants to burn through things super fast in order to be able to be a part of the conversation. And it's like, I kind of want to push back a little, just a little bit against that. Like, actually take your time to enjoy a game. You remember when you were younger, and you know, maybe some of you guys are pretty young because, you know, I'm about to hit 40 this year, but it's like, you remember when you were younger and you would buy like one game and you would play the ever-living crap out of that game? Like you would play that game until the wheels fall off, basically, kind of like, to give you an analogy, right? You'd play that game until the wheels fall off. You'd play it 30 million times, just like really get as much value out of it as possible. And nowadays we don't do that anymore, right? We just kind of like, oh, skip through everything, go super fast. And I just feel like, take your time, slow down, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, because that's what I'm going to be doing, right? I'm going to be crafting multiple sets of armor as I progress through the game. I'm going to be checking out potentially different weapons. I'm not sure because you know, in a way I kind of want to focus on the Gunlance because with the demo, Bullet Barrage just felt so good that I kind of want to focus on that, right? But, you know, we'll see how things go. I'm super curious to jump in. I'm super excited to, you know, start working on the guides and stuff that I tend to do here on the channel for you guys, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to that as well. But like I said at the start of this video, let me know in the comment section how you feel about the expansion after all of the reveals that we've seen. I'm not sure if Capcom plans on revealing an additional trailer. There's probably going to be like a launch day trailer or something like that they'll be revealing soon. Probably with my luck, they will reveal it like, I don't know, a couple of hours after this video goes up or something like that. But, you know, we'll see how that stuff is. Let me know in the comment section how you guys are feeling. I'm sorry I haven't posted as much content recently, but I've just been really busy with my kids about to go into summer break, and we had a holiday just the other day. So, you know, I haven't had as much time to record as I would have liked, but hopefully the situation will improve next week a little bit to allow me to at least live stream the game for a smidge, but we'll see how all of that pans out. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching. And I'll try to see if I can live stream tomorrow or something, maybe do a couple of hunts on the Switch, get my Switch save file prepped up on the same level as my PC save file, and yeah, we'll have a good time then, and we can all chat and hang out and whatnot. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one. Stay strong, stay safe, peace out.